It's Lizzy and
Brian.
And you're watching My Grown Up Life, and we're doing the last local for Sierra Vista, Arizona ejuice vendor review for local here in Sierra Vista. Why? Because we're moving to Tucson. The last ejuice vendor for Sierra Vista that we are going to be bringing you is Primo Vapors. They are located at, hold on, because I have a really horrible memory right now.
I was right. 989 East Fry Blvd, Suite 104.
High five for that then.
Yeah.
If you are in Sierra Vista and you need landmarks, if you're heading down Fry from like the 92 area or on Hastings and stuff, keep going down until you reach about DES. Across from DES, there's Sprint, and they're right next to Sprint. For those of you coming from Post, it will be the opposite. You just go down Fry Blvd until you know where Sprint is. You know, cell phone, you know, off to your left, make a left, go into the parking lot. And next to Sprint will be Primo Vapors. I will go ahead and link you to their Facebook page. As of current, I don't believe they have a website, but I do believe she said she was working on it. The owner said that she was working on having a website.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll be to come, and we'll probably do a revisit and update you and keep you abreast of the situation. They have like a bunch of like nice tables and chairs and things.
Open area.
Yeah, it's not very, you're not going to feel very claustrophobic when you walk in there, which is really, really good. They have 2 separate counters, which is nice for when it gets crowded over in one, but you really want to ask questions in another. But they do have equipment, personal vaping devices, batteries, chargers, clearizers, cartomizers, etc. One of the bigger things that they do at Primo Vapors is they mix your juice right there. You go over to a testing station where they give you a testing battery, and they give you a little, what is it, like safety nib. Let's call it the safety nib, where you put it on top of it so you don't have to like put your mouth on something somebody else has already put. Who wants that? They already have pre-filled clearizers in there with their e-liquid.
Stacked tray, so there's some up here, then a second level, third level. It's really cool.
And then after you taste the juices, she has a little clipboard. You write down the name of the e-juice, you write down how much nicotine you want, whether you want another flavor shot or not, and there you have it. You know, you go take your slips or slip, if you get one or multiple, over to the counter, you give it to them, and they go and prepare it right then and there for you. All right, just really quick before we get started, please remember to vape responsibly, 18 and older only, and please remember to, even if you have child safety caps, please put your e-juices up where minors can't get to them. Just kind of a common sense throwing it out there kind of deal. Also, please remember, taste is subjective. My tongue is not your tongue, and so on and so forth. Because last time I said in your mouth, my tongue, or anything like that, Hubby thought it was disgusting, so we're not doing that. But taste is subjective. Please remember that tastes differ from person to person. My taste buds are not your taste buds. The first one from Primo Vapors that I have for you is that one guy. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. The labels are really simple. Nothing too flashy. I kind of prefer that, and it says keep away from children, so that's pretty cool. Shake well before use. That one guy. Okay. When we first tasted that one guy at Primo, it kind of tasted almost like a melony.
Yeah, a little bit lemony.
No, not lemony. It tasted like kind of melony, but peachy at the same time. The taste has changed quite a bit since the first week of July when we went in to purchase the e-juices. That one guy has kind of changed from kind of like a melony taste to a very straight out peach taste. And I love to find a good peach tasting anything. Oh God, it smells so good. It smells like a peach ring. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, right at this very moment, it smells and kind of vapes like a peach ring. Like those is it trolley?
Trolleys.
Yeah, whatever.
Trolleys.
The peach rings that you get, and just the mark. I'm going to give that one guy from Primo Vapes a 5-star, a 5 metaphorical gold star rating, just because of the fact that it tastes like if somebody liquefied a peach ring and put it in this bottle. It tastes awesome. I highly, highly recommend that one guy because it's so tasty.
The RY4. Really don't know what that means. But it's one of their, you know, tobacco flavors. And if you've ever smoked or puffed a pipe or been around anyone who, you know, smokes like those mild cigar-looking things.
The cigarillos?
Yeah, they're the cigarillos that have plastic tips on them, and they usually smell really good. Mm-hmm. Or well, a pipe smoker, if you've ever smoked, it's a white bag, has a ship on it, something about pirates. But if you've ever been around that or smelled that before, it's about like that. Vanilla-ish, kind of like a vanilla.
I got a kind of a caramely taste.
Yeah.
Well, not really a caramel
Molasses
either.
maybe? A little bit of a molasses kind of caramel.
It's a warm, sugary taste, but
warm,
not
vanilla-y, sugary
but not
molasses.
But not like sugar. It's kind of bizarre.
Yeah.
It's such a combination that I can't, but it's done beautifully. It melts together very nicely. It's not, you know, one flavor in your face over another. It's just it's a harmonious blend of yummy. How many gold stars, metaphorical gold stars, would you give RY4 from Primo Vapors?
Well, Lizzy B, I give it a metaphorical gold stars of 5.
Brian gives it a metaphorical 5 gold star rating, which, as all of you know that have stuck with us for a very long time, Hubby is extremely picky about his juices, so that's kind of a testament to how good this juice is. Very, very, very picky.
Just like hair care products.
I have to hide his vegetables in his food. Yeah, it's pretty sad.
You hide vegetables in my food?
No! So the second one from me to you out there is Toscano. Okay, very awesome. When I first vaped this one at the shop, it tasted almost kind of like a melon kind of mint, which I thought was awesome. I was like, I have to get this now because it wasn't even like minty. It was just so light, but there was something cool about it, you know, like a cooling effect, not like menthol where it's like bam in your face cold, too much time in the freezer kind of thing. It was just very like, oh, I'm here. After letting it steep, it seems to have evolved. It almost tastes like a beverage, right? But not a beverage. It almost tastes like a tea. You know, it reminds me of a tea. I want to call it a tea, but it's probably not a tea. It's probably not. But that's what it's tasting like to me. It's kind of like I don't know, it just reminds me of something that you would totally, the Arizona is a perfect place for this particular ejuice because it's one of those ones that I would definitely sit out on my porch and vape all day. I think in light of the fact that it's such an e-liquid that can be one thing to one person, another thing to another person, but awesome for both people, I think we're gonna have to give it a 5 metaphorical gold star rating. All right, so I'm gonna throw it back over to Brian with his pick, which is...
The next pick is Primo Vapors,
Primo Blue. Aw, you get to talk about...
It is another one of those fruity e-liquids. It's very blueberry-ish. Not, you know, like medicine blueberry flavor. It's like, I don't know, like a blueberry kind of hard candy.
Brian, given the fact that this bottle is also pretty almost gone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like, look, it's a sad bottle. What star rating, metaphorically of course, metaphorical gold star rating do you give Primo Blue?
I give Primo Blue a 5 metaphorical gold stars. Without question.
I have to agree. It's pretty amazing that they are turning out to 5 stars, but I am not kidding. The third and last one from me that I get to talk about, although I've kind of trod over Brian a couple of times already because I'm just really that excited. the last one for me, and this one's going to probably be a surprise to you guys just as much as it was to me, because I've already told you how I feel about this particular kind of flavor. I think I've said it. If not, I've blogged about it. Okay, but the last one I have for you, believe it or not, is Grape Jolly Rancher. I am not even kidding. Grape Jolly Rancher. I was kind of hesitant to taste it at the little tasting bar that they had, but I did because I wanted to give everything that they offered a fair shake, and surprise, surprise, I actually liked it. It wasn't so like grape flavory that it was ridiculous, and I find it just a little bit lighter in this bottle at least than an actual Jolly Rancher. But for me, that's really good because grape flavoring and me just don't mix together. I have horror stories about children's Tylenol, grape flavored. And I expected it to be in my face and just be like, grape, 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 grape. But it really wasn't. It was just like, hi, I'm great. How's it going? You will like me. Trust me. You know, it was kind of that kind of thing. And I could not believe I actually liked it. I don't like grape flavor. Ask Brian. I don't like grape flavored anything. It was not overly sweet in my opinion, and it wasn't as in your face grape. However, must remind you that if you want an extra flavor shot, go ahead and get one. I'm not stopping you. Okay, but I think that with an added flavor shot, the grape would be very, very, very predominant and probably slap you in the face a couple times. That being said, I'm going to give this one again a 5 metaphorical gold star rating. It's absolutely insane. They're pretty much, I think they're pretty much tied up with Vapor Geeks, aren't they?
Yeah.
They might ruin me for other vendors. I don't know. We're going to Tucson. I'm a vendor in Tucson. Write it down below. Prove me wrong that these two companies have ruined me for other vendors.
The last one that I have is Primo Vapors, Heaven and Hell.
I picked this one out for Hubby.
And it is I like it quite a bit. It's a cinnamon mint kind of mix. It's very cinnamony, but it's also very minty. And they combine very well. For me, for me personally, it tastes a little bit more cinnamon than I do the mint. But I do get that cooling mint aftertaste, as it were.
I thought the mint was nice because you get kind of a small heat from the cinnamon and then that nice cool off. So you know that the heat is coming, but you know that it's going to be okay because the mint will take care of you. How many metaphorical gold stars does Heaven and Hell get?
I give it, without a doubt, 5 metaphorical gold stars. 5
stars across the board. Like, I'm actually surprised. I really am surprised that Primo Vapors, their ejuice has gotten 5
out of 5.
5 out of 5. Okay, I'm not being biased. Okay,
It's really good.
They're really, really good juices. Score overall, I think I'm going to give them a 4.5 metaphorical gold star. Why not the other 0.5? The only reason that I am going to hold out the second 0.5 is for when the website comes up and available. Yeah. Things that we did like. One, the staff was just right there. Like, even before they knew who we were, they were right there. They were very friendly. They were like, hey, this is what's going on. You know, this is how we, you know, and the store was very nice. There was music playing, so that was kind of nice. It kind of lessened the, you know, the social tension that sometimes I feel when I go into places. Yeah. Not total social anxiety, just kind of like, I will give you as much information as I possibly can in the description area down below. We just want to thank Primo Vapors for being awesome and making awesome juices, being very, very friendly, very helpful, knowledgeable about their equipment. We definitely have plans to do a revisit to them, just as much as we're planning still to do a revisit to Vapor Geeks, because I hear that they're putting in their own bar. So we'll go, you know, we'll come back to these two companies and see what they're doing down here, because they were really, really good. And like I said, you know, between Vapor Geeks and Primo Vapors. You know, I mean, Tucson has its work cut out for us, to be perfectly honest. So if you are in Tucson and you want us to review a vendor that you go to all the time, you think that their ejuice is like the moon and the stars, okay? Go ahead and put the company's name, possibly a link, down in the comments section below. We will go and make a list and do some more local work for our new city, Tucson. So that's going to do it for this ejuice review on my grown-up life. You can go ahead and follow me on Twitter at Flynette30. You can follow Brian at
Jeremiah Klein.
And you can also find his DeviantArt page
at Jeremiah-Klein.
On DeviantArt. Did I say DeviantArt? I said it again. Also, you can go ahead and check out our Facebook page, Tumblr page. I swear I'll get the hang of Instagram. You can find me over there as well on Instagram at Flynette30, I believe. Did you like this review? Have you been to Primo Vapors and you disagree? If you disagree, put down in the comments below. We like comments. So until the next video, try to have a good day, because you never know when your dog sneaks out ninja style and scratches at the front door to come back in about a half an hour after he completely disappeared when you thought he was in the house. Till the next video, laters.
Bye.
That's all anybody would ever give me was grape flavor. Why not cherry? Anyway, so, scarred for life.